Moving on, day 3 of the Gaza peace talks continue today as the war between Israel and Hamas enters its 3rd year. The United States, Qatar and Turkey are now joining negotiations between Israel and Hamas in Egypt that have yielded no tangible results so far. US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, are also among those attending these negotiations today. The talks are being held under a plan proposed by the US President Donald Trump, which calls for a ceasefire, the release of hostages, disarmament of Hamas, and a gradual withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza. Speaking to reporters in the Oval Office, Trump once again voiced optimism on the ongoing talks. He said there is a real chance for peace in West Asia and assured that the US will do everything possible to ensure both sides adhere to a deal.
And I think there's a possibility that we could have peace in the Middle East. It's something even beyond the Gaza situation. We want a release of the hostages immediately, etc. And so our team is over there now. Another team just left, and other countries, literally every country in the world has supported the plan. We are going to do everything possible. We have a lot of power, and we're going to do everything possible to make sure everybody adheres to the deal.
Meanwhile, a Hamas negotiator said the group wants guarantees from President Trump and sponsor countries that the war will end once and for all. Hamas reportedly discussed initial maps presented by Israel for a troop withdrawal, alongside a timetable for a hostage prisoner exchange. Egypt's foreign minister said the primary guarantee of success now rests with President Trump himself. Meanwhile, Turkish President Erdogan said Trump has asked Ankara to persuade Hamas to accept his peace plan. The talks come as Israel marked 2 years since the Hamas-led October 7th attack that triggered this war. Israel says Hamas-led militants killed more than 1,200 people that day, mostly civilians, and took over 250 hostages into Gaza. Israeli authorities say 47 hostages still remain in captivity, with only around 20 believed to still be alive. The Hamas-run health ministry says Israel's military campaign has killed at least 67,000 people in Gaza over the past 2 years. While peace talks go on in Egypt, the human cost of the war in Gaza continues to mount as Israel expands its military operations in the Palestinian enclave. Earlier this morning, thick plumes of smoke were seen rising over Gaza from southern Israel. Several explosions occurred after daybreak following similar blasts and streaks of flares during the previous night. Israel also intercepted a new aid flotilla heading towards Gaza. The Freedom Flotilla Coalition, also known as the FFC, said its boats were attacked and illegally intercepted 220 kilometers off the coast of Gaza. Israel's foreign ministry confirmed it stopped the vessels, calling it another futile attempt to breach what they claim is a legal blockade of Gaza. The boats were reportedly carrying medical supplies and humanitarian aid worth more than $100,000. The Israeli Foreign Ministry added that all passengers were safe and would be deported. The incident comes just days after mass demonstrations across European nations demanding an end to the war and the release of hostages. In London, Rome, Dublin and Amsterdam, hundreds of thousands marched in solidarity with Palestinians. Demonstrators in the Netherlands called on their government to formally recognise a Palestinian state, while protesters in Britain held vigils marking the October 7th attack anniversary. As day 3 of the talks gets underway in Egypt, officials say the focus remains on a framework that could end the war, with guarantees and timetables still under discussion.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all 3 just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.